a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. Peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics riot in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Here's McCarthy. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. To the air with McCarthy. Rolling to his right. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Oh, wide open, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now McCarthy. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
19 Chargers.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, it's Richardson. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 28. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Richardson going to change the play here.
That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Rolling to his left.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A final shot before break. McCarthy out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Off play action, Richardson. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Richardson going to move him around.
Richardson now on 1st and 10.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They go play action with Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down. Here's Richardson.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Colts.
Alec Pierce
from 6 yards away.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
McCarthy off the play fake. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Fighting through. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Richardson throwing on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy.
They'll roll him out right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing after the interception. McCarthy completes this to Addison out left. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
Eluding the pressure right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here's 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. McCarthy to the air again on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. To the air again, McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. Completes this to Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
On the move to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's 2nd down and 3. On play action, McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Vikings going to use Their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Richardson.
Escaping the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
So it's a win here for the Colts. And it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.